Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This secret I'm about to give to you guys today is something that I have not shown anyone else in the past, and this is what has differentiated me from other ICT students that use ICT silver bullet strategy. And this is something that I've increased my win rate all this while trading ICT silver bullet strategy. So without wasting much of your time, let me show you guys everything on the chart. Okay, this is what I do that is different from other traders that use ICT silver bullet strategy, and this is what has given me so many results in the past and is still producing results every day. Okay, so the way I do it is that now everything about ICT silver bullet strategy is the timing, the setup, the trade duration, the target or draw liquidity, and the instrument you want to trade. I have done a complete video on ICT silver bullet strategy on this channel. Okay, I'll drop the link on the description part of this particular one. So where I want to focus on this video today is the timing and the target. This is the most important thing when it comes to ICT silver bullet strategy, the timing and the target. And I'm going to show you guys what I do that is different from other ICT silver bullet traders regarding this timing and this target, this draw on liquidity. Okay, because with the knowledge of these two, you have actually keyed this market, guys. Now, when it comes to timing on ICT silver bullet strategy, this is how it usually works. Okay, this is how the concept work. First of all, we have three main sessions of trading it: London session, AM session, and also PM session. Okay, now if you want to trade London session, you want to make sure you trade your setup at 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. New York time, or 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. UK time. Is the same time. Okay, just a different time zone. All right, so this is the summary of ICT silver bullet strategy regarding the timing. But the way I do it differently, which I'm going to show you guys, is that now if I want to trade ICT silver bullet strategy, I focus primarily AM session. Okay, now what I do is that I don't look for the setup, because the way the strategy work is that you are looking for the setup within this 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's just within 1 hour time frame. Okay, and the setup is usually after an expansion to the upside or downside. Then this is going to be a favor lookup for you to engage your trade, okay, to the upside. Okay, so we are looking for this setup from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. That is if we want to trade AM session. If we want to trade PM London session, we are looking for the setup 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Okay, but I don't make use of this 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Instead, this is what I do. I look for the setup from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. New York session. Okay, or if you are from UK, it's going to be from 1 p.m. to this is going to be 2 p.m. Okay, so either 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. New York time zone, or 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. UK time zone. Okay, UK time zone is the same time zone with Nigeria time. Okay, we are just the same time with UK. Okay, so I'm looking for this setup from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Now, this is what I have back tested, that I have seen so many winning results on this period of the market. But the way ICT taught it on his YouTube channel, he told us to use from 10 a.m. to 9 to 11 a.m. But for my back testing, I found out that, okay, if I switch from 10 a.m. to 8 a.m., I'm going to have so many countless number of setup in a day, and it's very, very much reliable, because that is when the market is moving with big momentum. Now, I've shown you guys the timing. Remember, I mentioned two things, okay? The first one is the timing, then the next one is the draw on liquidity, which is the target. Okay, now the draw on liquidity is very, very much important. You can't skip this part. Now, the reason why it's very, very much important is because ICT mentions so many things that can result to the draw liquidity: previous days high, low, previous week high, low. So you may not even know where you want to target. But this is what I do that has helped me to get so many winning trades, and I'm willing to share with you guys for free because of the love I have for you guys, my YouTube community fans. Okay, so I don't focus on previous day high or low or week. In fact, I don't make use of anything here rather than this session high or low. And for this session high or low, my target is going to be London session high or low. Remember, I told you guys I love to trade the AM session, okay, which means the opening time of New York session, for either from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. or 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. if you are from UK. All right. Now, before this session of the market, okay, before this session of the market, then this London key zone price action must have completed. Before the AM session starts in the morning, this London key zone price action must have completed. Remember, if you are an ICT trader, we have two primary key zone we use, London key zone and New York key zone. If I want to trade this AM session, definitely before price will get to this 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., then everything about London key zone has completed. Let's assume this is the price action from London key zone to the upside. Okay, then we are now getting ready to engage this New York key zone. That New York key zone is from that 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. that I want to look for my setup. Remember, ICT silver bullet strategy. The setup is very easy. The first expansion, then we wait for price to come back to fair value gap and then push to the upside. So this is what I do. Instead of me to target this high or target any other high, maybe previous days high, previous days low, previous week, whatever targets that you can remember, this is what I do. I first of all wait for price to give me the first expansion in, of course, it starts to give me the willingness that it wants to push to the upside. So I wait for the first expansion in New York session, this New York from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Then my target is going to be this high that was created during this London key zone. So every day in the market, I look for my setup from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Then my target is going to be the high of London session. But if it's a bearish day, then I'm going to reverse the case. My target is going to be the low of London session. And then my entry time is still the same thing from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So let me show you guys some of the examples. Okay, so for the example, I want to make use of Euro US dollar, okay? But I'm not sure I can use this current day price action because today is just NFP price action, and every NFP price action is usually very, very uncoordinated price action. So price will need to seek both sides, draw on liquidity. So I can't use this day as example, okay? Just because of NFP. So let me use the previous day as example because there was no news and price is going to deliver efficiently, okay? So obviously, by now, if you are being a very loyal fan of me on YouTube here, you should know that I make use of this indicator very well to indicate my London and New York key zone. So this one will show me the London key zone because I want to trade it New York session. I want to trade this 8. I want to trade the AM session of silver bullet strategy. Okay, so I'll go to like 5 minutes time frame or 15 minutes time frame, and then I'm going to yesterday price action, okay, which is Thursday. Okay, all right, very, very good. So like as I said, all I just need is identify the time that I want to trade, which is 8 a.m. Okay, this is 8 a.m. Then look for the I look for the end of the time. Okay, 9 a.m. Okay, this is 9 a.m. All right, now the only thing I need is where is the most recent expansion from this. Of course, we could have multiple entries at this point. Let me show you guys. We could have multiple entries, but before we engage the entries, this is what I need from you guys. First of all, we need to know the target. The target is going to be the high of London session. Okay, that's going to be our first target. If you watch the recent video I uploaded here on YouTube on Silver Bullet, I told you guys we can increase our target and leave it for the rest of the day. But let's first target this place. Okay, now this is going to be our first entry. After this expansion to the upside, okay, price came back to this fair value gap. I know you guys are worried about this. No, we don't need to worry because our stop loss is going to be like 5 pip below this low here. Okay, this is the low. All right, let me put it here. So this is the low of this expansion to the upside. Let me take off this indicator. From here to the upside, this is the low. Then we are going to target at least 5 pip below it, or 5 pip is even very much, too much. Okay, so we can put our stop loss somewhere here. The moment to put our stop loss somewhere here, then we can engage the trade from here. Don't worry about the next price action movement. But if I was the trader here, I can still take this trade here because it's making use of this fair value gap here. This fair value gap and this other block combined. All right, so that's why I said we could have multiple entries here. You can see first entry here, second entry here, and then the trade expand. And if I still want to stack more trade, you can see the moment price came back like this to this fair value gap here, that is going to be another entry for me. Let me show you guys. Okay, the moment price came back to this fair value gap here, that is another entry for me. Very, very clean. Okay, then I engage, move again. The moment price came back to this fair value gap, another entry for me, and so on and so forth. This is what we call institutional order flow entry drill. So I believe this video, you guys have learned a lot regarding my new way of trading silver bullet strategy. Okay, so if you are new here, please make sure you subscribe to this channel